So yes, my dear thought, I'm making this video. There's a small update as I was telling you yesterday. So yes, so it is basically Brahma's creation. So because he is the creator God, and the same Brahma we can just replicate it and create the maybe Greek or Roman gods. So I will just you know instead of calling them Adityas, I will call him Apollo, for example. And Zeus, and so on. It's just, you're just replacing the names. That's all. Okay. Sorry. Shiva is always outside. I don't know the equivalent for Shiva. Maybe you can simply say soul, mind. For now, till I find the actual equivalent. So it's basically the same story which keeps on repeating. So I'm using the analogy of the curses for Sanatan and then Vedic stories, and then I will just show you how it is there in Greek and Roman mythology. Okay. So yes, so this is the basic table. In this table, as you can see, these are the original. This is the physical plane: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury. These are physical plane, the planets. But at a mental plane, these are the gods. So, for example, Jupiter at a mental plane, it is Indra or Zeus. Zeus, Thor, Jupiter, Indra, they're all one and the same. Okay, and at soul level, it is Brahma. Similarly, Ketu in Rahu Ketu analogy, for Ketu, the mind is Brahma, and Saturn, the god Saturn, his mind is Prajapati. So I was telling you, right? Elohim. So Prajapati are creator gods. Prajapati translates to Lord of Beings and signifies a deity associated with creation, procreation. So Brahma is also a Prajapati. As you can see in this image, Brahma created all the Prajapatis from his mind. Okay? They are called mind born sons. It's a form of creator god Brahma, but it's also the many different gods, ranging from creator god Brahma to being the same as one of the following deities: Vishwakarma, Agni, Indra, Daksha Prajapati. Basically, they are all coming from the mind of Brahma. So they carry the energy of Brahma. It simply means Lord of creatures, Lord of all born beings. So similarity between Prajapati and Phanes, also known as Protogenos in ancient Greek, firstborn. Okay. According to Robert Graves, the name progeny Prajapati is equivalent to that of oracular god Phanes, Solophon. Prajapati is described in many ways, both in Vedas and post-Vedic texts. And then Agni, Indra, Vishwakarma, Daksha, they're all coming from the mind of Brahma or similar to Brahma. Because originally Indra was worshipped. Indra is, god of thunder. Prajapati is also, there are so many other names like Savitur, Chandra, Agni, Indra are praised as equal, same as gods and creatures. So these are and in Rig Veda it is described as Hiranyagarbha or the golden egg. Was born from the waters containing everything which produced a Prajapati. So the waters you can say is Narayana or Mahavishnu, the formless one, the formless Mahavishnu. And then it created Manas, and then it created Kama, Tapas, heat, and Prajapati created the universe. And this Prajapati is a creator god who created the universe, many of the Hindu cosmology theories. And the work of creation is a gradual process completed in stages of trial and improvement. So that is why we have so many mythologies. So what Prajapati does or Brahma does is he keeps on creating. He keeps on creating new versions. So for example, the Brahma is one version, the Brahma story. Then you have the Greek equivalent. You have Zeus, and in Roman it is Jupiter, and so on and so forth. In Shatapatha Brahmana embedded Prajapati is self-created from Brahman ultimate reality. Prajapati co-creates the world with Vak. Vak means speech. It also includes golden cosmic egg mythology, where Prajapati stated born golden egg and primeval sea. So all this doesn't explain why the world has become evil, right? Why it has become evil. So for that you have to go to the curses. So once you understand the curses, you will understand why you know the world has become the way it has become. The Atreya tells it where Prajapati, having created gods and god, turns into a stag and approaches his daughter with walk. Ushas, who was in the form of a doe, to produce other animals. The gods and goddesses were horrified by the incest and joined forces and created the angry, destructive Rudra to kill Prajapati for doing incest with Ushas. Before Prajapati mates with Ushas, Rudra drives Prajapati away. Then Rudra kills Prajapati and Ushas runs away and Prajapati is resurrected. Wherein Prajapati creates Agni, Surya, Chandra, Vayu, Ushas and other deities, Agni, Surya, Chandra, and deities released their energies and created the universe. So he is intelligent, but he couldn't mate with his creation daughter Ushas or Vak. She is also called as Saraswati in the later text, but the original name was Vak because he was infatuated with her. And then Rudra or Shiva cut off the head of that stag. Okay, so that is why even though gods are not supposed to be angry with humans, gods are not supposed to be evil because gods are gods, but they demand, you know that, right? In Clash of Titans and all, what happens? So there are so many curses we see. Clash of Titans. So you have the story of Perseus, who is the son of God, isn't it? So Liam Neeson plays Zeus, and then Ralph Fiennes is Hades. So why gods are angry? What happened? Why there are so many stories? And Medusa, Poseidon. So Greek Medusa was priestess of Athena after being violated by Poseidon in Athena's temple. Why will God do such things? A god or the god or any god for that matter, right? Gods are supposed to be pious beings, but here our gods are different. So we have similar stories in India where Indra, the king of gods, infatuated with Ahalya, the wife of sage Gautama, seduces her by disguising himself as Gautam. And then he has the thing with her. And then Gautama, upon discovering the deception, curses both Ahalya and Indra. The Ahalya being turned into stone until freed by Lord Rama. So it is always Vishnu or Shiva who come and save. Because what Brahma slash Indra slash Zeus slash Jupiter does is he always does some mistake. So because the origin story, you have to understand the origin sin. The original sin was not committed by humans. The original sin, the first sin was committed by Brahma himself. He tried to seduce his own daughter, Vak, because there was no other creation that time. Like she was the only creation of Brahma. He got infatuated with his own creation and he tried to molest her, violate her. And then Rudra cuts off the head and then resurrects. And the same story keeps repeating. So you can see Daksha head cut. So Daksha, he is also son of one of the mind-born sons of Brahma. His head was cut off and then resurrected. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel, first two sons of Adam and Eve, is about the first murder consequences that follow. So I hope you are getting the drift. Basically, there is always murder, incest, killing, cutting off the head, and all that. And the same story repeats in all the mythologies. Either it is man cutting the head of another man, killing another man, or man, violating a woman, or a god violating the woman. Right? So, this is one story, Indra, the king of gods. Indra is nothing but, as I showed you the table, Jupiter, Indra, Brahma. Just remember this. Jupiter, Indra, Brahma. Same. Jupiter is the physical aspect, Indra is the mind aspect. Indra means Thor or king of gods, and Brahma is the soul. So there will always be curse associated with Jupiter. Always. Okay? Then you have Ravana. So when it comes to the human avatars, Brahma loves to repeat the stories. He loves to repeat the stories. So in this case, Sita, who is wife of Vishnu avatar Rama, she was kidnapped by by Ravana. Ravana, to kidnap Sita, made a plan. Marichai's uncle disguised himself as a deer. Again deer. Brahma, stag, deer, Rudra. Rudra is piercer of Prajapati. Is said to once attracted to his daughter Ushas and desired as his wife. Prajapati transformed himself into a kind of a deer or a stag. Right? I hope you are getting the drift. Then you also have the story Orion the hunter. Greek man Orion is a giant handsome hunter and the constellation name is one of the most. So he is only Shiva, Orion the hunter. And he cuts the head off the deer or lion or Brahma. It is the same story everywhere. And kidnap and violation, molestation is always there. There is another story of Jupiter. In Hindu mythology, Tara, the wife of Brihaspati or Guru of the Devas, was abducted by Chandra, the moon god, due to his attraction of her beauty, leading to a war between the Devas and Asuras, which ultimately resulted in Tara's return to Brihaspati or Jupiter. Tara, known for her beauty, was wife of Jupiter, the preceptor of gods. Chandra, the moon god, was captivated by her beauty and abducted her. So in a horoscope, see, Jupiter always represents Brahma and moon is Gauri and she is light and she is energy and she is a feminine principle. Always. So moon is always kind of violated in these stories. Always. Abductions. See, in another myth, six of the Kritika stars or Pleiades, the wives of seven rishis, were falsely accused of unfaithfulness and left their husbands, becoming Pleiades constellation. While Arundhati remained with her husband Vasishtha, and that is the Big Bear constellation. great bear or the big bear or Ursa Major, a large constellation in the northern sky. Right? Ursa Major, the big bear. So I'm just deconstructing or decrypting the encrypted code called unfaithfulness or molestation or by gods. Sage Brigu cursed Lord Vishnu to be born on earth and experience a cycle of birth and death repeatedly. And who is Sage Brigu? Again, he is a mind born son of Brahma. So, one of the mind born sons of Brahma is Brigu, his son is only Shukra. Shukra means Venus. They are always involved in these curses and all. Always. And they separate the male and female. Or Vishnu and his wife. Story of Ashwini Kumara. This is again another story. Ashwinis wanted, Madhu Vidya or the science of immortality from sage Dadiji, while Indra, the king of Devas, did not want. He forbade. Can you see the pattern? And in this, in I think Roman mythology, uh, infatuated with Europa, Jupiter transforms himself into a bull. So in that story, he transforms himself into a stag. In this Europa story, he transforms into a bull and abducts Europa. And that Europa is only Europe. And Heracles kills the bull. Heracles is kind of a Vishnu kind of a figure. He kills, though not exactly the same, but yeah, his task is to kill the bull, the same bull. In Mitraic religion, Mithras, the god of Iranian, is depicted slaying a bull. Again, got it? This I have already shown. Medusa was a princess of Athena and she was violated by Poseidon in Athena's temple only. How was Athena born? Athena, daughter of Zeus or Jupiter. In Greek mythology, Athena is daughter of Zeus, the king of gods. And who is Zeus? Zeus, Indra, Thor, Jupiter, all are same. While many parallel Indra to Greek gods, Roman Jupiter, Japanese Susanoo no Mikoto, all are same, all fathers. Even Odin, the one-eyed sleep god. So Odin is more like Brahma because he is father of these gods. Odin, it's the same lineage. Odin, Odin god, Odin, Warden, as per Germanic. Old god is always shown like a old god. Why? Brahma. Simple. And he sleeps. Odin sleep. Brahma also sleeps. So these god is an angry god, frustrated god, basically. These gods demand. That is why you have Gore the god butcher who tried to kill the gods. And these gods only are like, see that this Daksha, how similar he is to Baphomet, isn't it? Same story. See, Baphomet, Daksha. Baphomet is only Daksha. Okay, thank you.